Good morning.
Good morning.
I decided to add a little energy into this, both mine as well as yours, by standing up. What I'll be sharing with you are really a few family pictures. This is at least sort of how I view this, since we've been at this for a good long time. How many of you are already familiar with IIT's Spectrum Observatory? Okay, well then we don't need the presentation. That's good. And we'll just enjoy the family pictures. Can you hear me in the back? Okay. No. So this.
Hold it closer. Hold it closer.
Yeah.
Is this close enough?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So onward. This is the backdrop of our Spectrum Observatory. You know, some years ago we actually coined this term, Spectrum Observatory. I always favored listening posts, but somehow people prevailed and we ended up with Spectrum Observatory. The initial Spectrum Observatory is on the top of a 22-story building on the campus of Illinois Institute of Technology. And this is what you see, the skyline of Chicago, and that was our focus for the Spectrum Observatory. It gave us a great opportunity, unobstructed view of that environment. What we'll talk about today is a little bit of the history, some of the observations, our current work, and why it's important. Project history, again, so many of you are familiar with what we've done. I won't spend very much time on this, but we did start out in 2007. This is National Science Foundation funded program from the get-go and right through. So it's been a terrific thank you and a great opportunity to talk about it in this building. Our partner was Shared Spectrum Corporation. They had done a lot of snapshot studies and really gave us an enormous helping hand in getting started. We jumped in at the 30 megahertz to 6 gigahertz view. We felt that that was the relevant and important spectrum, so that was the area that we focused on. And you can see some of the, again, family pictures of folks doing the work, setting things up, and our location. But this has been a significant effort for that period of time, and actually we've collected data throughout. The important part we quickly found, though, was that one nice solution was not appropriate. One size does not fit all. So we started expanding into different realms and collecting different sensors, the Rockwell Collins sensor, the courtesy of the DARPA folks. RFI, CRFS has become a partner with this. USRPs are also a key component of the system. It's already been mentioned as key parts. All of the providers are here, I think, so you'll have an opportunity to see some of the things that are done. We have multiple sites as we've moved, not just multiple sensors with multiple ranges, focusing on specific things like LMR systems, but also multiple sites, and this is the direction we're continuing to evolve. These are the basic sensors and the kinds of things, the water flow charts, and getting down to details. This is one of our show-off pictures running at well, this one was at 3 kilohertz, but we can turn it on down to even finer resolution bandwidths. You can see the size of the systems there. Some of the locations, the top of the tower running for 7 years, the Harbor Point on the east side of Chicago running for a couple of years now, and then a shout out to Motorola, who lent us their lab on wheels that we've taken many snapshot studies around Chicago so that we can take the looks, 9 in our last run from northeast, southwest of Chicago. The observations, this is where the family pictures really come in, and this is also where the caveats come in, and somehow this is, we've had some funny things here, but this is particularly for Preston. When we're doing spectrum occupancy, this is energy detection. We establish a noise threshold. Whatever's above that threshold, there's something there. If it's below the threshold, it's not there. The caveats, some of which disappeared below the screen, low power signals you often don't see, distant signals, shadowing, all sorts of things that come in that can limit what you're actually seeing. So sometimes when we talk about the 10% or 20% occupancy, people go crazy, and they should, because there are things that we don't necessarily see, and that's why we use so many sensors. Yeah. Yep. Family pictures, the transition for digital television, the opportunity to see things like the movement of this. And you can see I've highlighted the 700 megahertz. The video that you some number of you have probably seen our YouTube video that shows the transition over a period of 3 years for 700 megahertz, the opportunity to see things, both consistent usage over time and the special usages in holiday seasons. One of our favorite pictures, the Chicago snowstorm in 2011, where you can see the change in usage for LMR versus the commercial users and highlighting the opportunity to share spectrum in specific areas. Current work, a number of studies that are going on, multi-observation studies, studies of radar, one that we're doing together with my colleague who will be speaking next across the world. And then the key importance of all of this, we've already spoken to this from the other groups, dynamic spectrum sharing, but the whole second item is this opportunity to see human activity, use in policymaking, operations, and interference and enforcement that we'll be talking about here.